Jerusalem, a city etched in time, a crucible of faith, a prize coveted by empires. Its very stones whisper tales of conquest and resilience, of devotion and despair. Few chapters in its long history resonate with such tragedy as the fall of Jerusalem in 587 BC. The Babylonian army, led by Nebuchadnezzar II, laid siege to the city, their iron grip tightening with each passing day. Inside the walls, fear and uncertainty gnawed at the hearts of the besieged. Food dwindled, hope flickered, and the very foundations of their world seemed to crumble. The kingdom of Judah, once a beacon of strength and prosperity, found itself teetering on the precipice of annihilation. Their king, Zedekiah, faced an agonizing choice: submit to Babylon's might or face the unyielding wrath of Nebuchadnezzar. He chose defiance, a decision fueled by desperation and perhaps a misplaced faith in the promises of a distant ally. This alliance, however, would prove to be Judah's undoing, a fatal miscalculation that sealed their fate. The echoes of this ancient tragedy, the poignant lessons of alliances forged and broken, reverberate even today, offering a stark warning from the annals of history. Desperate to break free from Babylon's suffocating embrace, King Zedekiah turned to Egypt for salvation. Egypt, with its pharaohs and pyramids, its storied history and formidable armies, seemed a bulwark against the Babylonian onslaught. Surely, Zedekiah reasoned, this powerful ally would rush to their aid, shattering the siege and preserving Judah's independence. Jeremiah, the prophet of God, warned against such misplaced trust. He saw the folly in relying on earthly powers, in placing faith in chariots and horses rather than in the divine. His words, however, fell on deaf ears. The Egyptian relief force, when it finally arrived, proved to be a mirage in the desert, a fleeting hope that evaporated as quickly as it appeared. Babylon's might proved too great, their resolve unwavering. The Egyptians, facing a superior foe, retreated, leaving Judah exposed and vulnerable. Jeremiah's prophecies, once dismissed as the ramblings of a madman, now rang with chilling accuracy. The consequences of Zedekiah's ill-fated alliance were swift and brutal. Jerusalem fell, its walls breached, its temple desecrated, its people scattered to the winds. Centuries later, on the windswept plains of Eastern Europe, another nation finds itself grappling with the weight of history. Ukraine, a fledgling democracy yearning for self-determination, faces the menacing shadow of its colossal neighbor, Russia. The parallels between Judah's plight and Ukraine's present predicament are striking, a stark reminder that the geopolitical chessboard, while rearranged, often reveals the same patterns of power, ambition, and the enduring allure of alliances. Just as Judah sought solace in Egypt's embrace, Ukraine has turned to the West, particularly the United States and NATO, for protection and support. The spectre of Russian aggression, its annexation of Crimea in 2014, a stark reminder of its territorial ambitions, has driven Ukraine into the arms of these powerful allies. Military aid, economic assistance, and diplomatic pressure have been deployed in a bid to deter further Russian encroachment. The question remains, however, can these alliances, however well-intentioned, truly guarantee Ukraine's security, or do they risk ensnaring the nation in a web of geopolitical machinations with unforeseen consequences? The fall of Jerusalem stands as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that even the mightiest of allies can prove unreliable in the face of overwhelming force or shifting geopolitical interests. It underscores the fragility of trust in a world driven by power politics, where national interests often trump idealistic notions of solidarity. This is not to suggest that alliances are inherently flawed or doomed to failure. Throughout history, nations have found strength and security in collective defense in forging bonds of mutual support against common threats. However, the story of Judah's demise serves as a potent reminder that alliances, while offering potential benefits, should not be entered into lightly or without a sober assessment of the risks involved. It highlights the importance of self-reliance, of building internal strength and resilience rather than becoming overly dependent on external actors. Ultimately, the fall of Jerusalem compels us to confront uncomfortable truths about the nature of power, the limits of alliances, and the enduring human capacity for both wisdom and folly. It is a lesson as relevant today as it was amidst the rubble of that ancient city, a timeless echo whispering across the centuries.